But okay, Toronto rappers, because we've been using the drill sound lately, especially like there's a lot of rappers that are jumping on the drill beats, but we've always been like very connected to the UK scene because we got a lot of slang and stuff. My question to y'all: does Toronto have a sound, or what would you call the Toronto sound? Like right now.
They definitely have a sound. I don't know what to call. Unless
heavy use auto tune.
No, and I'm gonna be real. Yo, I'm gonna give the boy the credit where credit is due. It's that LB Spiffy song.
Which one?
Yo, honestly, when it comes to
LB has a sound, or I don't know what it is, like a flow that a lot of kids or a lot of rappers like not just Tekka, not his son, not just his son, but like just other Toronto. They have his sound.
No, said not his son.
They just kind of ride Spiffy's wave. I'm not gonna lie. When I hear a lot of these young artists, and this is going more to the younger artists, up to like whoever. If you want to take it to, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, a lot of the younger artists that are more up and coming, they kind of sound like LB. I don't know what to call it though. I don't want to call it the LB Spiffy but I don't know.
The LB sound.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know about Toronto having a sound, but I know about LB. He's fire. To me, he's like the number one. I put him number one out of the young artists.
Yeah,
that's a big claim.
Because originally this year I wanted to see a lot of big things at Blackway, but whatever happened, man.
So you're saying Guts is saying this way that LB sounds is the Toronto sound, and I agree with that to a degree. But then also there's a lot of the rappers who have that. It's like they rap, but like it's like a muffly type of like their voice is like yo niggas get gurks when I pull with the works like they're not completely enunciating.
They're not picking up their teeth. They're not picking up their tongue.
Something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's not mumble rap. Like they're like more like gully rap. You know what I'm saying?
My problem is everybody's using auto tunes too much, man. It's heavy auto tunes that feel Toronto sound. Heavy auto tunes, like 1 in 2 people don't use it or they use it lightly. A lot of man over abuse it, man.
Can you
That's
pick out?
how I feel.
Can you pick out Toronto music from a lineup of songs?
Yes.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Definitely. It's a slang, man. Our slang spoke through.
Even when it wasn't the slang, though, you heard the song, like they would play an American song and then they would play a Toronto song and you'd be like, yeah, that's a Toronto song. Like,
you could obviously tell.
Just tell by the beat.
Yeah, production, a bunch of reasons.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Back in the days, it used to be the sound quality to me. Like you'd have to turn up your radio a little bit when the Toronto sound came in because like they didn't have the sound quality down pat. Now we do, and I'll lean more with the accent. Like they can have a beat from anybody. Like Mans will jump on a UK beat. Like I don't know if we completely have our own sound yet. We're still kind of wave riding, in my opinion.
I think we have our own sound. I think we do. I think we do. It's not as distinct as some other places, say like Atlanta or whatever, but we're building it. We're growing it. You know what I mean? It is there. You know what I mean? It's just, it's not loud yet.
Yeah.
The volume needs to be turned up.
Yeah. It's like we have like a combination of like the drill from Chicago, the UK, a little bit of that down south sound, and
Caribbean influence, reggae, still there. Like you have to remember the roots. Enough people come from Caribbean background. You know what I mean? So they have those little cadences and little sounds from their Caribbean background. Even if they don't know they're doing it, they're doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like moms used to listen to reggae, so man might have a little reggae twine in his rap. You know what I mean? Like You know, just the way he writes his lyrics may be a little bit different because his mom listened to classical music.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? So.
Or you might say man them.
But you know, his brother, the man them, showed him all grimy hip hop shit, and all he knows is gutter shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So diverse because then, like, shout out everybody from the Bizz Logs, Killer the Crooks, the Sheffies.
Exactly.
The Ronies. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, there is a sound, but then there's those guys too, right? And I don't want to ever guys too because they can make hits, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint it and be like, we have one sound, but we definitely can stand out. You know what I'm saying? When you hear guys from Toronto, they'll say certain things, and right away you're like, yo, that's a Toronto man's. You know what I'm saying?
I be looking for it. When I be hearing music, especially in the honorable mention, I be looking to hear what slang they're dropping, what little... So I'm like, oh, that's definitely a Canadian, definitely a Toronto man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you get these other submissions from, like, say, Winnipeg, Edmonton, or whatever, they're Canadian, yes. But they don't have that Toronto, that sound and that twang.
Yeah.
So there is a sound. You can tell amongst the other provinces and shit, like, yo, Toronto stands on its own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to sound like Toronto.
Yeah. And one thing also that we have now that we didn't have back in the days, where I guess like you and I, Herc, when we were younger and like Toronto music was trying to push through, we have way heavier of a Somali influence than we used to.
Oh, for sure.
Because a lot of Somalian people came onto the scene in the late 2000s and stuff like, or before 2010s into 2010 and all that, and those guys started to like be on the scene heavy, using their slangs, and now mans are saying wallahi and all those different things in raps that they were not saying. Buck T. Yo,
but listen, check this out. Remember, there was, what documentary was it? About all the shit that was going on with them out in Calgary and Edmonton in like 2008.
It was a W5 documentary.
Exactly, right? And it's like, it just came from there. It just moved to Toronto. Like, it's not as bad, but you can see the sort of connections, you know, like the transition from there to here. Before, well, like for us, it's like I said, they watched and they seized their time. Yeah. They grew up. All of the Somalis right now that are doing whatever they're doing, they grew up watching this shit. They came here as kids in the late early 90s, late 90s, whatever, early 2000s, and they watch what's going on the block. They watch the hoods, and then they say, "Oh, now we got the numbers.
Yeah.
Now it's our time." And then that's what happened. Like, if you think about it, they just grew. They came here, right? They came here from wherever they came, refugees, whatever. They came to Canada. And then, or the States, and then they just picked up and watched and learned and adapt. And now it's their time. Yeah. That's all it is. Every generation has their cycle. They just now it's their cycle.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And even to stay on like with the Somali rappers or like the African community, big shouts to Lococity. Lococity just touched road, right? I was going through a lot of his videos because he's, you know, now that he's touched road, he's put up a video of him. He has a track where I guess it might be a road runner diss. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going by what I seen up on the post on the thing. But I was going through his videos. Man has a lot of 1 million+ views on his videos. Eh? Like Lococity's been doing this thing.
His numbers have been climbing.
Yeah. He's like low key, like one of the hottest rappers out here. I'll say. You know what I'm saying?
Gucci. We slept on. We slept on it.
Maybe us, but like I don't think the people have because his numbers are crazy.
Yo, but his songs, it was like, you know what happened? It's because the influx of music that comes towards us, right? For his fans, of course, he's gonna make a following, right? For us, I'm not saying like his music was bumping, it's sick. The tracks are fire. It's just so much music comes in, and we haven't heard nothing recently. It's like, we don't know that those older songs that he put out, they're actually still making numbers. They're still doing numbers. People are running those tracks, just like how K Money them tracks hit 11 or 12, almost 12 million views. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. People are gonna view. It's just with so much what we could deal with and music we see, it's not for us. We can't really stay on track of that like how we want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We now notice because he's home now, so he's back in the forefront.
Yeah.
He was back in, he was in the back of mind at the minute, and it's nothing against him because he was locked up. You know what I mean? So there was no new music to keep him in the forefront.
Yeah.
For us, but for his fans, they're right there rocking with him, same way like he never left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what you
If that makes any sense. Does that make sense? It makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
I was saying that's what happens too when you're working though. Like when you're pushing out your music or you're promoting your stuff, regardless of if you're independent or not, you're gonna touch a mill. But if you're just sitting around and just waiting for, lockdown to end to put out music or to promote yourself, you're gonna be stuck.
Yeah. Super facts. Savy, are you up on Lococity?
I don't know. You'd have to play a song, to be quite honest. Like, I'm not like a...
Oh, you know what? I'll now that I can you guys can actually hear the music.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not one to... I'm bad with, like, names. I'm not... Sorry.
I'll play something just so that you can get a
girl thing.
Pardon?
The female.
I'll run something from him right now, so you guys can get an idea of it. His biggest tune is CP24. I know that, but
One more time. Let me rephrase what I said actually, because I just got generalized. I think I'm bad with like rapper names.
Oh no, little heart. I think I gotta work because I miss my court. Most of you.
So yeah. Now you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
I'm back
with the little braids and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And no, I know the song. Please, Friday, you're asking a lot.
I'm sorry. But yeah, are you not? Are you fucking with some Lococity?
To be really honest, I have made myself a playlist because I'm very proud of the artists in Toronto, and they are on Tidal, so I'm very proud of them for that. And I appreciate them for that because I rock with Tidal like that. But I made myself a playlist because there is no like actual playlist on Tidal that like has a lot of Toronto artists, but I tend to find them as I go along. You know what I mean? So I've added a lot of them to my collection, and I made myself a playlist. So I'm trying to listen to them as I go. So I'm learning. Don't come for me. But that is probably something that I will add to my playlist because I will listen to that.
That's from the Comic Gang.
Huh?
That's from the Comic Gang. But yeah, man, big up to CP24 to Lococity. You know what? I got an interview of him sitting in the hard drive somewhere, but it was one of the interviews that I got scrapped. So let's do a part 2. Put it that way. Let's do that. Part 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, part 2 would be nice.
Or the official part 1, actually, then. You know what I'm saying?